Proud of the way we finished this, even though, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here.
NFL drama is hitting harder than a blindside block, and the Kelce universe is officially in full chaos mode. First up, Travis Kelce dropped some serious "I need to think about my life" energy after the Chiefs' final game, leaving everyone clutching their pearls about retirement. And then, Chris Jones slides in like the ultimate bestie, basically telling the world Kelce is definitely not done yet.
I'm not done. He'll be back next year.
Next, Caitlin Clark jumps in as the proud Chiefs stan, giving Kelce major props for a huge milestone like it's her personal victory too. After that, Kelce and J.J. accidentally break the broadcaster no bias rule with some very emotional slip-ups.
The Philadelphia Eagles will be able to repeat as Super Bowl champions.
And finally, Taylor Swift skips the season finale and the internet goes full detective. The Travis Kelce retirement vibes are officially in the air, and not the cute farewell tour with fireworks kind either. This is the messy, emotional, we just got dumped in front of everyone kind. After an absolutely brutal 2025 season that ended with Kansas City catching yet another loss, this time a 14-12 faceplant against the Raiders in Vegas, Kelce is finally speaking up about what's next. And yeah, it's giving. I might be done, but I'm not ready to talk about it at the dinner table yet. Kelce, now 36, walked into that Raiders game like a man who knows everybody's watching his every step. The Chiefs wrapped up the season with a shocking 11 losses. Kansas City fans are still checking if that number is real, missed the playoffs for the first time in over 10 years, and basically looked like a team running on fumes and nostalgia. The whole season went sideways after Patrick Mahomes went down with a season-ending ACL injury in Week 15, and from there it was just chaos with shoulder pads on. Still, Kelce kept it real. He sounded genuinely proud of the guys, even with the season ending like a sad trombone. But when it came to his future, he didn't act like someone with a script. He basically hinted that he'll decide in the coming weeks, and it could hit him fast, or it could take time. Either way, he's not rushing. And honestly, after those tight losses, who could blame him?
Proud of the way we finished this, even though, it ended the way it did. Guys still showed up, gave it their all, and that's all you can ask for, man. And I got so much love for this team, this organization, and the people here. So I'll spend some time with them.
Sources close to the situation say even head coach Andy Reid isn't sure what Kelce's doing next, which tells you this is truly a Kelce alone with his thoughts and a hoodie type of decision. Adding spice to the drama, Kelce is one of 11 Chiefs heading into free agency, and there's already chatter from insiders that if he plays in 2026, it might not even be in Kansas City. Meanwhile, Gronk's been hovering like the retired big brother, giving unsolicited life advice, basically suggesting Kelce should only keep it going if his heart's still in it. And just when you think he might quietly ride into the sunset, Kelce's still headed to the Pro Bowl games, his 11th straight, in San Francisco on February 3rd, because apparently even retirement rumors can't cancel the Kelce brand. While the outside world is busy turning Travis Kelce's future into a full-blown Netflix drama, the vibe inside Kansas City is way more confident, and leading the TK is Back fan club is none other than defensive line menace Chris Jones. Jones stepped up and, in classic teammate fashion, practically swatted away the retirement talk like it was a weak screen pass. He made it clear he's not buying the Kelce is done storyline, and even though he can't speak for another grown man, he's got serious faith that his guy is running it back next season. Basically, Jones sounded like that one friend who refuses to believe you're actually quitting the gym this time.
I'm not done. He'll be back next year. I can't promise you anything about another man, but I don't know. This year was a tricky year for us. I got faith my dog coming back.
And honestly, even though Kelce's stat line in that game was a little, let's say, quiet, just 3 catches for 12 yards, he still managed to do Kelce things. On top of that, he also tied a league record for the most consecutive seasons with at least 75 receptions, because apparently consistency is his love language. The season itself tested the Chiefs in every way possible, with injuries and the offense struggling to find rhythm, especially after Patrick Mahomes messed up his knee and needed surgery. That chaos is exactly why people started side-eyeing Kelce, now 36, and wondering if he'd finally hang it up. But Jones's comments weren't just hype. They reflected what the team genuinely believes. This story isn't over yet. And Jones wasn't just giving motivational speeches either. He was busy stacking his own legacy. Heading into Week 18, he was tied with Chiefs legend Neil Smith on the all-time sacks list. Then he went and dropped a 2-sack performance like it was nothing. That leap put him behind only Derek Thomas and Tamba Haley in franchise history and bumped him up to 65th on the NFL's all-time career sacks list. And now Caitlin Clark is basically popping up as Kelce's unofficial hype woman, too. Even after watching Kansas City stumble through a season that insiders are calling the franchise's biggest what was that moment, Clark is still rocking the Chiefs fandom like it's a personality trait. The team might have taken more losses than a bad Wi-Fi connection, but she didn't jump ship. She just stayed loyal and kept it cute. And when Kelce hit that massive milestone against the Raiders, becoming the fastest tight end to reach 13,000 receiving yards, Clark didn't hesitate. She shared a graphic from the Chiefs' official account celebrating the moment, basically giving Kelce his flowers. Like, yeah, the season was ugly, but this is art. It's like showing up to a disaster of a dinner party and still complimenting the host's dessert. Respect. What makes it even funnier is Clark's Chiefs superfan status has been loud for years, but sources noticed she wasn't actually spotted at games this season. Last year, though, different story. She hit up a couple of postseason matchups and even ended up in the VIP box hanging with Taylor Swift, which is the kind of crossover episode that would have broken the internet if it didn't already. And apparently Clark, being a longtime Swiftie, made that whole moment feel like winning the lottery twice in the same night, getting to watch football and casually vibe with near-pop royalty.
Just below us here in Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark, guard for the Indiana Fever.
And now the whole Kelce universe is expanding because Jason Kelce and J.J. Watt are breaking the unofficial laws of NFL broadcasting like it's a prank show. Seriously, both of these recently retired legends are adjusting to life in the booth, but their brains are still stuck in locker room mode, and it's showing. So here's the deal. When you're a broadcaster, there's this unwritten rule that you're supposed to be neutral. No cheering, no hometown bias, no we like you're still putting on pads and stretching your hamstrings. But Jason Kelce apparently didn't get that memo. Or he got it and said no. Before an Eagles versus Packers game, he was breaking down the matchup and casually dropped a we when talking about Philly, even though he hasn't played for them in almost 2 seasons. It's like quitting your old job and still saying we're launching a new product in random conversations. You don't work there anymore, but your heart clearly still has an employee badge.
The Philadelphia Eagles will be able to repeat as Super Bowl champions. I mean, listen, they're rolling on all fronts right now except offense, right?
And Jason wasn't the only one getting caught in his feelings. J.J. Watt had his own oops, my bad moment during a Texans versus Jaguars game. It happened during CBS's first broadcast from Houston, and the whole setup basically time-traveled Watt back into his playing days for a second. He started talking about the Texans like he was still on the roster, and some fans on social media immediately clutched their pearls. Like, excuse me, sir, this is journalism. Meanwhile, Watt was also soaking in the emotions of being back in that stadium with his wife and son, which is wholesome, but also the exact kind of thing that turns a broadcast booth into a therapy session. And that's the problem, not for the fans who love the nostalgia, but for the broadcasting rule book that basically says no favoritism, no emotional attachments, no acting like you're still part of the team. Press box etiquette is strict. You're not supposed to be hype. You're supposed to be calm, collected, and professionally boring. But when guys like Watt and Kelce keep speaking like active teammates, it makes people question their neutrality. Like, how are you supposed to critique a team fairly when your soul still thinks it's part of the defensive line rotation? And speaking of souls being emotionally attached, Taylor Swift basically hit the not today button and skipped Travis's last Chiefs game of the season right as the retirement buzz starts sounding like a whole swarm of bees. She wasn't publicly spotted at Allegiant Stadium in Nevada for the Raiders game, where Kansas City took a brutal loss to close out the 2025 regular season, and the internet immediately went full detective mode, like it was a missing episode of CSI Swiftie Edition. Now, before anyone starts screaming breakup, Swift reportedly avoided away games this season mainly because of security concerns, which is honestly fair. Traveling as Taylor Swift is basically moving around with the chaos level of a presidential motorcade plus a side of paparazzi, but she did show up for a bunch of home games at Arrowhead, usually posted up in a suite with family and friends like it was her personal VIP living room. Her most recent appearance? Christmas Day, when the Chiefs faced the Denver Broncos. She was visibly stressed by the end, nervously biting her nails, like the game was a horror movie and she forgot to bring a blanket. And just a week before that, she was front row in the suite again when the Chiefs played the Chargers, even holding one of Kylie and Jason Kelce's daughters like she was casually practicing for future auntie duties, or, soft launching the Family Vibes era. And now with the season wrapped and Kelce's future suddenly feeling like the biggest cliffhanger on TV, the timing of Swift missing this particular game is giving people all kinds of theories. Adding extra spice, Kelce himself stoked the retirement chatter recently with an emotional message on the New Heights podcast earlier in the season, where he basically told Chiefs fans the teams would empty the bank for them no matter what, which is sweet, but also exactly the kind of thing people replay when they think someone's about to say goodbye. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.